Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to our discussion on Shariah compliance and the Islamic Banking Code of Ethics. We would like to see a much more cohesive and integrated connectivity of Shariah compliance with Bank Code of Ethics, which currently I saw that there is not a big gap, but there is a disconnectivity between the two. Because the Code of Ethics, which is adopted by many Islamic banks based on the Financial Service Professional Board Code of Ethics, is the system of ethics that is currently acknowledged by Islamic Bank, and I presume that this is the right thing to do, because the Code of Ethics, the FSPB Code of Ethics, it aims to raise the bar of professionalism and ethics across the financial service industry to help restore, maintain, and enhance public trust in the sector, right? Especially for Islamic banking that uses the Islamic label, so meaning that it is driven by religious value, and therefore when we talk about religion, then the ethical standing is very, very important to be evidenced in the businesses industry. And we can see also that the FSB Code of Ethics will strengthen governance within the industry and help avoid lapses in ethical behavior that could prove costly for everyone. So if there is lapses in ethical behavior, this is where the consequences or the outcome or the impact of these lapses of ethical behavior that can produce an unethical conduct, that could prove to be costly for everyone, so meaning that it can impact the organization, both in the monetary terms as well as in the reputational term, that the particular company or firm will be severely affected due to this lapses in ethical behavior. So we would like to see how can we be able to succumb or prevent ourselves from falling into these lapses that will cause us to fall into misconduct. Of course, you can see that the FSPB 5 principle of ethics: competence, integrity, fairness, confidentiality, and objectivity. These are all relevant, and I presume they are positive value that would be adopted by any organization to enhance their ethical reputation in running their business. And as I've said earlier, that when we look at Islam and the Shariah, we can observe the ethical factor or the ethical component of the Shariah, as the behavior of the Muslim. And this will include what it meant by Akhlak, the Akhlaki dimension of the Shariah, referring to the behavior of the Muslim, in which the Muslim is to observe good conduct, which is the mahmudah, the virtues, and to shun bad conduct, the mazmumah, or the vices, right? And as I said earlier, also that in the Shariah we can see the mu'amalat dimension, from which we can detect or identify the economics or the iqtisadiyah, where banking and finance are located. So these are essentially the mu'amalat among men themselves. This is where we want to see how can we connect the mu'amalat to the akhlaqi dimension, and therefore that connectivity or integration should be made more apparent, so that we are able to see the totality of Shariah being evidence in the Islamic banking business. So, so that will be today. Then I will continue to look into the Shariah dimension, or the Akhlaki dimension of the code of ethics in the next video. Okay, I'll see you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.